Okay, good afternoon. My name is Paul Lowe, and this is David Leggett, and we're here to talk about the Northcote House on the land of the Wurundjeri people. The sound of the project started in 2016 and took about 5 years on site over the pandemic period. We are the client, I'm the owner builder, and we also have a registered builders on board. So the house is located 4 kilometers north of the CBD in Northcote. It sits on the rear of a shop unit where the land was used as a tenant car park. The area is well serviced by public transport, but is only accessible by the laneway. Surrounding the site are large gathering hall-like spaces, churches, theatres, and large former factory loft units, which inspire the volume of the house. Located further 3 kilometers north is the workshop Power to Make, and this is the manufacturing side of our business. It is co-located with the design studio. Here we operate robotics and CNC machinery for architectural research, and in this project, we use it to prototype and build much of the building components. So the design responds to narrow site conditions, 4.6 meters wide, 22 meters long. The concept is to elevate the ground so it creates a roof garden. The house looks to reconceptualize terrace typology to bring daylight deep into the interior. So the entire house is 82 square meters. We start on the first floor of the house as we enter for the laneway and upper staircase. The veranda space is deliberately loose in its program as it acts as a deep threshold to the large kitchen and dining hall. The timber stairs allow you to descend down into the snug. The snug with a wood fire heater is the center of the house. We use a circle as a primary spatial device to create the snugs, and it is then mirrored to create 2 east and west bedrooms. And in between spaces are antechambers, vestibules, which contains wardrobes, bathrooms, and utility spaces. So the rear of the house is a private courtyard with a rainwater tank, herb gardens, and a spiral staircase that take you up to the roof terrace. The terrace is 9 square meters, made from recycled materials, and a bronze roof for ease of maintenance and also to contribute to the local ecology. The sections shows the 2 meters level differences across the site. The east bedroom has a vaulted concrete soffit to take the upload lift of the roof, and the internal wall is highly textured with a pleat patterns to provide thermal mass and also disperse sound to reduce the flatter echo effect of the boundary because of the parallel boundary wall conditions. At the early stage of the project, we experiment with the concrete textures using robot routing 2 bits to create a pleated texture. The pattern is cut on the high U value PIR foam board, which is then later upcycled as insulation for the roof. We managed to convince our concreters allow us to insert the PIR panels in between the Perry formwork on site, and the modular Perry formwork allow us to eliminate construction waste. Most importantly, it also creates its own scaffolding for a very tight site. So this is a photo of the large hole halfway through the build. It shows the day joint of the concrete pour about 600 mil off the ground. And in order for us to make sure the pattern is continued for the remaining pour, we scan the entire site and readjust the pattern to account for creeps and tolerance on site to create a highly crafted surface.
The roof is made from cross-laminated plywood panels in collaboration with TGA Engineering. The asymmetrical roof shape responds to overlooking from neighbouring windows and maximises daylight to the interior. The deep roof structure is used to block out the harsh summer sun. On the inside, we used 3 lines to define the perimeter of the roof. The central volume responds to the snug location, and the 2 straight lines respond to the concrete beam on the west and the bifold door on the east. The stair geometry is bounded by a circle on the lower floor and an elliptical opening on the upper floor. It consists of 237 layers of CNC milled FSC certified plywood. Threaded rods are used to clamp the entire structure together, in effect post-compressing the layers to minimize the use of glue. The structure is designed to be disassembled. The east and west facades are designed as giant trellis for planting to grow over the elevations. We will take you through the house to finish our presentation. Starting at the laneway, the half-sunken elevation with a stair leading to the elevated veranda, which has natural surveillance over the street. The hall-like dining room with a plywood laminated roof. On the right is a shoe cubby with matching plywood layers and an upholstered seat. The compact kitchen and dining island where the ceiling lowers to create an intimate space. The solid surface door fronts have been surface milled to respond to the pleats in the concrete. The holes left over from the concrete ties are used as a flexible pegboard for joinery, and when not in use are covered with a brass disc. A view looking back at the east elevation, borrowing the greenery of the neighbouring facade. The black column is the flue from the wood burner in the snug. By rising up through the void, it's able to heat up both floors. The unprogrammed veranda space with the pleated concrete texture. Here you can also see the brass inlay to the day joint. 13 roof lights bring daylight to the interior. Each one of them is lined with brass and installed using augmented reality. During the equinox, the light bounces off the brass to create mysterious glows on the wall. A view looking down into the snug with a giant cushioned floor. The tops of the stair treads are lined with brass, which will tarnish and scratch over time. The layering of the stairs. The brass conduit conceals air ducts for the heat exchanger. The geometry of the stair indents where the wall lights are positioned. A view from under the stairs shows the pleating of the timber layers as it transitions from the smooth curvature of the balustrade to the wall layer. A view looking up from the snug to the roof beams and the skylights. The east bedroom with defaulted concrete soffit takes the load off the roof above. You can see the pattern aligned thanks to the digital feedback process of using point cloud scanning. There is a circular window to the northeastern corner of the room to pick up the morning sun. It's a mouth-blown glass piece by artist Ruth Allen. The glass distorts the light entering the room to give a soft glow. The morning ritual of using the ensuite benefits from this soft glow. A view of the soffit with the ensuite showing a textured ceiling to match the concrete soffit. A view of the rear courtyard towards the west bedroom showing the rain shelf and the outdoor shower below the circular stairs. And we finish off at the west elevation showing the trellis-like facade for planting. Thank you.